This is big breaking emergency news. Multiple cities and multiple states are now beginning to say that they are going to resist Donald Trump and his presidency once he gets in. We have governors and mayors coming out and issuing statements and even passing laws saying that they are not going to cooperate with the federal government and with the law enforcement of the federal government, as well too with ICE, the FBI, DHS. They are saying that they will not cooperate and not assist the incoming presidency. So let's get into all the details here really quick, guys. Please just hit that like and hit that subscribe. I'm posting multiple videos every single day, keeping you guys updated on this big urgent news, and it just helps to get these warnings out. I appreciate that. So this is what's coming out of multiple different cities and states right now. We have the Illinois governor saying that he is not going to cooperate. We have the Chicago mayor saying that they're not going to cooperate. He's saying, quote, "We will not bend or break." And we also have the mayor of Massachusetts issuing statements, and or the governor, sorry about that, and the mayor of LA is saying that she is going to get a new law passed to specifically resist working with Donald Trump and coordinating with Trump and his administration. So let's get into all this here, right? They are resisting sanctuary city status, all right? They are saying that they are not going to cooperate with federal law enforcement to implement Trump's deportation plan that he has, okay? This is what the Chicago mayor and the Chicago PD are saying. This is what Mayor Johnson is saying, quote, "We will not bend or break. Quote, our values will remain strong and firm, and we will face likely hurdles in our work over the next 4 years, but we will not be stopped and we will not go back." He is saying that he's instructing the Chicago Police Department to not help Immigration and Customs Enforcement, ICE, to deport Chicagoans, all right? He is saying that he's issuing a city ordinance prohibiting them from working with federal law enforcement. He also said he was prepared to fight any efforts to stop federal funds from flowing to Chicago because it will not cooperate with mass deportation efforts and would work to stop the arrival of immigration agents. And Tom Homan, the incoming ICE director, said he is going to, quote, "flood agents to sanctuary cities." That is what he's saying. And he's also saying they're going to work to strip federal funds from these cities and states that do not cooperate with federal agents. All right. We also have the governor of Illinois coming out and saying that he is going to do everything he can to fight against Trump and his administration. He said, quote, "I'm going to do everything I can to protect our undocumented immigrants. They are residents of our state." Quote, "And I also obviously need to make sure that whatever they're doing in our state, the federal government, that it is actually within federal law or state law for them to do it." That's what he said during a MSNBC interview with Joy Reid. He also went on to say, to argue that the deportation plan, quote, "looks like it may be unconstitutional." And, quote, "we have attorney generals that are working on these kinds of issues within the courts, so they're going to prevent it physically." They're saying fighting against it, trying to prevent agents from even entering the city at all, much less coordinating with them. And he said there also is going to be lawfare, and they're going to try to tie up any movements or actions that he takes within the court system, right? All these removals, they're going to try to fund them and fight them, right? They already have lawyers set up and NGOs funding to fight these court battles for these groups, right? And they're saying that they're getting word up even more, these immigration groups are. So we also have the Democratic leader of Massachusetts, Governor Healy, is also vowing to do, quote, everything she can to protect illegal migrants in her state who could be deported under Trump's plan, right? So there's a major pushback going on right now. And we also have the mayor of Los Angeles. She is saying that Karen Bass, that she's going to, quote, fast track a sanctuary city ordinance. So they already have a quasi sanctuary city status in Los Angeles, California. And she is saying that they're going to codify this into law and fast track this law to make it a law that their law enforcement cannot cooperate with federal agents. It's already a directive. It's already like an order from the mayor to not do this. But she is trying to make this a law with the city council to prohibit any type of law enforcement from working with federal agents. It says, quote, the ordinance would prohibit, quote, any city resources, property, or personnel from being utilized for any federal immigration enforcement, as well as city cooperation with federal immigration authorities in, quote, execution of their duties as it pertains to immigration enforcement. All right, so they're trying to codify this and make it a law that they're not allowed to help. So let me know what you guys think down below. Please just hit it up for me down there. It helps to get these warnings out. I appreciate that, so people know what's going on in their city and their state. I think we're going to see more cities and states actually do this as well, right? This is what happened in Trump's first administration. There was a lot of states that were constantly suing him and his administration and trying to tie things up, and there was a big problem with these district judges, these federal district judges, where certain states go to certain district judges, federal judges. There's only a couple of them. There's not even that many of them for these certain cases before they get to the Supreme Court. And we were seeing certain judges, especially out west for California, they were shooting down every single thing that the Trump administration was implementing the last time around. They were blocking it and shooting it down. Okay, so we could see a lot more of that, and we're going to see a lot of lawsuits. And these NGO groups put out a statement recently too, saying that they're getting lawyered up and putting a lot of resources in these certain cities where they know there's going to be a lot of people there that could be targeted by this plan. Okay, so let me know what you guys think down below. Let me know what you're seeing in your city too. Are you seeing this pushback? There's also been a lot of people leaving. Okay, places like New York City, there's been tens of thousands of people leaving that have arrived through the southern border or through a port of entry. They're now leaving New York recently because they're cutting off the benefits. Okay, they've cut off the New York food assistance and allowance, where they give them food cards, and debit cards loaded with money every month to help pay for food to incoming migrants. They just ended that recently in New York, so now a lot of people are leaving New York and they're going to different states. They're going to Texas, they're going to Florida, they're going to Illinois, they're going all over the place, right? Thousands of people, it's been reported, tens of thousands of people have left New York, and thousands of people are going to each of these states to try to live there now, right? So there's a lot of stuff being shaken up right now. And even the NYC mayor, Adams, he was saying that he is open to helping Trump and ICE implement some of these removals. And he was saying that he doesn't agree entirely with removals of people, but he was saying that he thinks that they should remove criminals, violent criminals, people convicted of crimes, gang elements, foreign international gangs, all these things. He was saying that he is open to cooperating, and he is not going to sign a strict sanctuary city policy in New York City. All right, they already have a policy for this, but Mayor Adams is saying that he is not going to 100% be implementing that and will cooperate to some degree with federal law enforcement and ICE. So that's a big change for New York City. Normally, New York City is one of the main cities that's kind of leading the way for things like this. Like, they would be at the front with Chicago here saying, hey, we're not going to cooperate at all. But Mayor Adams has said that he will cooperate to some degree with this administration. So lots of shakeups going on right now. We're going to see a lot of things change. There's going to be a lot of resistance. And I think we could see a lot of chaos to erupt once things start really getting implemented, once Trump is actually in office and these policies start getting implemented. I think we could see these agitators and these groups, these protest groups, these professional protesting groups that we see all over the place, that we've seen for years and years now. I think we could see them activated, right, in certain cities, in certain areas, once these plans start getting implemented. And we could see chaos. So make sure you're prepared, stocked up. I hope you guys have big blessings for your life and your family. And I hope you have a big old blessed day.